Located at the very northern tip of Japan's largest island of Honshu, the Shimokita Peninsula is one of the country's most remote areas, home to spectacular ocean views, curious rock formations, and Osorezan, or Fear Mountain, a sacred mountain set within an otherworldly volcanic landscape said to be the gateway to the afterlife. To get to the Shimokita Peninsula from Tokyo, take the Tohoku Shinkansen to Hachinohe, the Aoimori Railway to Noheji, and finally the JR Ominato line onto the peninsula itself. Alternatively, you can take the Tohoku Shinkansen as far as Shichinohe Towada Station and pick up a rental car from there. The only city on the peninsula is Mutsu, which is connected to Osorezan and Cape Oma via buses from the city centre. However, service is rather infrequent and does not extend beyond Sai along the western coast of the peninsula, making a rental car the best way to get around. Several rental shops are located close to Shimokita Station. In this video, we'll introduce a suggested one-day itinerary for exploring the peninsula's highlights by car. However, those with time on their hands should definitely consider spending at least one night on the peninsula. I'll be taking the Ominato line to Shimokita Station and picking up my rental car there. My first stop is at Osorezan, the sacred mountain at the centre of the peninsula. From there, I'll continue along the coast to Cape Oma, the northernmost part of Japan's main island Honshu, for a tuna lunch and end the day exploring the spectacular Hotokegaura Rock formations to the west, before heading back to Shimokita Station. I'm Matt Evans reporting for JapanGuide.com. Join me on a one-day trip discovering Osorezan and the Shimokita Peninsula. I've just arrived at Shimokita Station on the Ominato line. Let's go collect our rental car and move on to our first stop of the day. Along with Koyasan and Hiezan, Osorezan is ranked as one of Japan's 3 most sacred places. It's said to have been discovered some 1,000 years ago by the monk Ennin after being shown the way in a dream. With its beautiful crater lake, eerie, desolate landscape, and surrounding 8 peaks resembling the petals of a lotus flower, Osorezan has been linked to both the Buddhist Pure Land, or paradise, and a place close to the afterlife. To this day, it remains a place of pilgrimage for many people hoping to reconnect with deceased loved ones. One of the key connections between Osorezan and the underworld is the Sanzu River, said to be the river the dead must cross in order to reach the afterlife. The only buildings around Osorezan belong to Bodaiji, a Zen Buddhist temple with overnight lodging facilities. The temple is unusual in that it has hot spring baths within its grounds, available for day visitors and overnight guests alike. Behind me is one of several hot spring baths within the temple grounds, originally used by pilgrims to purify themselves before entering this sacred space. They're known for their high sulfur content and even higher temperatures, but if you're feeling brave, you can give it a go. Now just over here, you can see what I think is the source and the pipes used to bring it into the bath itself. Behind the temple buildings stretches a large area bubbling with volcanic activity. Formed in eruptions over 10,000 years ago, the volcanic landscape within Osorezan has been described as a vision of hell on Earth, with bubbling pools and the smell of sulfur filling the air. Throughout the temple grounds, visitors will find piles of stones. In order for the souls of children to cross over the Sanzu River to reach the afterlife, it is said that they must first collect enough stones to earn their passage, while demons try to knock them down. Fortunately, the children have a protector in the form of Jizo, an enlightened being who has put off becoming a Buddha until every soul has been rescued. Along the shore of Lake Usori is a pristine stretch of sandy white beach, with a series of distant wooded peaks completing the spectacular view. Okay, we're back in the car for the next leg of our journey, which should take us down through lush mountainous forests to the Tsugaru Strait and then north towards Cape Orma. Orma is a small coastal fishing town renowned for its natural beauty and picturesque landscapes. Cape Orma is the northernmost point on the Shimokita Peninsula and for Japan's largest island of Honshu. The area boasts some stunning views of the Tsugaru Strait. We're here at Cape Orma, the northernmost point of Honshu. It's a little hazy today, but I can just about make out the southern shore of Hokkaido in the far distance. The Cape is also well known for the Pacific bluefin tuna hauled from its waters by local fishermen. Prized for their size and balance of fat, Orma tuna are widely considered the best in Japan. We're at one of the many seafood restaurants by the Cape, and I'm about to enjoy what looks like a delicious fresh tuna lunch. Here we have akami, chutoro, and otoro. After an incredible seafood lunch, it's time to get back in my car for another hour-long drive down the peninsula's west coast to our final stop at Hotokegaura. On the way, passing sleepy fishing villages and some impressive natural features. Before making our way down to Hotokegaura itself, we first pull into an observation point a few minutes' drive down the coast to see how it looks from here. I've made it to the observation point, and behind me through the trees you can just about make out the Hotokegaura Rock formations. Some really spectacular scenery. Let's make our way down and take a closer look. Formed from volcanic tuff, the Hotokegaura rock formations rise majestically along a 1.5 kilometre stretch of highly scenic coast, reaching up to 90 metres in height. Seeing the formations up close from the beach is one great way to experience them, but visitors can also choose to take a sightseeing cruise from Sai Port, located further along the coast to the north. Behind me, you can see some of the spectacular rock formations this part of the coast is known for. Many resemble Buddha statues, which is where the name Hotokegaura, or Buddha's Cove, comes from. And that was our one-day trip to the Shimokita Peninsula. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video and perhaps even have some new ideas for your next visit to Japan. For more information about this trip or to watch another video, click the links on the screen now or head over to japanguide.com, your comprehensive, up-to-date travel guide first-hand from Japan. Thanks for watching, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell for more videos about Japan. Happy travels!